Avi Meyer's Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. Presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Check us out on the web, ntnm.org. Jewish Chicago will be coming out right before the start of early voting. We're putting out more copies than ever, so look for it here, there, and everywhere. You'll find it all over the place, and it's 100% free. Our next guest is somebody who comes recommended by somebody we think highly of, Judge Boyd. And it is a pleasure to introduce you to a judicial candidate, Rhonda Salleé. How are you?
Hi, Avi. Good to see you.
Excuse me. Thank you. My pleasure. And why don't you tell us something about yourself?
Well, let's see. I've been practicing law for now 12 years. I used to be a staff attorney for the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, where I served in the Domestic Relations Division, the 40-plus judges that worked there at that time, and then I moved on to the Chancery Division, where I assisted with managing a 1,700-case calendar call with Judge Lott.
Wow.
And then after that, I went to the Law Division, where I assisted Judge Disco with managing a 600-case calendar call. And each instance, I did all the reading of the briefs, doing all the research, gave recommendations to the judges on how to rule and things of that sort. And then I went on to be senior attorney for the Forest Preserve District of Cook County.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we did a lot of contract works and some labor matters too. We worked on some 726 issues with the Forest Preserve, and now I have.
What's a 726?
Local Teamsters. Local
okay, I got you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're fine. Go ahead.
And then from there, we're now in private practice where we do all family law. I do all divorce, child custody, visitation, some guardianship, and some adoptions.
So it's a very well-rounded background.
Yeah, I kind of have a little bit of public sector, private sector, and it's been a good trip in terms of getting the experience that I think I need to be an effective judge.
It's a good combination. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is this something you've dreamed of your whole life? Is this something new that you want to be a judge? Or?
No, it's something. It's always been a goal, and sometimes as attorneys, that's like the next step.
No.
You know, where do you go after that, right? To
Yeah.
the bench. But it is something that I've always desired to do.
Yeah.
I kind of prepped myself for it mentally, didn't know what road I was going to take to get there, because as you know, there are various roads you can take. You can get appointed, you can become an associate judge, or you can do what I'm doing, is running a countywide seat.
And so you are running for a countywide vacancy.
Yeah.
Just because it's, there's some people here on the sub-circuits and some people, and we also have people running for appeals in the case
Right.
of Judge Boyd and all that.
Right.
And I've even have 3 Supreme Court candidates who were, well, 2 have come and another is coming.
Yeah.
So there's a variety of people. Now so that basically means you've got to cover from Lake Cook all the way down to Indiana.
Yeah.
And that's a and way out west to DuPage and all the rest of it. So you've got a huge area to cover.
That's right. As you know, Cook County is bigger than some states.
Yes, it is.
So we do have a lot of ground to cover. That's why I appreciate what you're doing here.
Oh, my pleasure. I think it's so
Thank
important.
God for the World Wide Web.
Well, the web is nice, but something too, people don't begin to realize how important it is. If you're in front of a judge.
Yeah.
It's more important than if you're in front of a senator or a congressman.
Absolutely.
I mean, those people in Washington, they're not the ones who are going to affect your life. I mean, you're talking about, from little tiny speeding tickets, you're talking about a person's freedom. You're talking about
Absolutely,
marriage,
yeah.
divorce.
Right.
It's important stuff, and people really should know who their judges are going to be.
That's right. One of the things that I found everywhere that I go, people say, I don't vote for the judges because I don't even know who they are. I don't even know where they are on the ballot. I said, wow, that really saddened me because, I also hear a lot of people say, well, I don't like this judge, they were unfair and things of that sort. But then I say, well, how can you complain if you don't vote for the judge? So what I tell people now is go all the way down to the bottom of the ballot, go all the way down to the bottom of the ballot, look for Rhonda Salleé, not just any judge. That's what I tell people. Don't just vote for any judge, vote for Rhonda Salleé.
Yeah.
As you know, in a countywide race, I'll be on everybody's ballot.
True.
So I'm not bound by districts or wards or anything like that. So I'll be on every ballot in Cook County.
Now, you're not allowed to campaign the way most people would ordinarily campaign, promising people 40 acres and a mule,
Right.
For their vote. So, I mean, and you can't even take stands on certain things.
That's correct, yeah.
So basically, it's like, besides for things like the TV show, Meet the Flesh type things?
Yeah.
Or?
It's just a matter of getting out in the community,
Yeah.
talking to everybody, giving them an opportunity to get to know you as a person for whatever brief period of time it may be. I find myself at a lot of community organization meetings, getting out in the various churches, getting to know people and giving them an opportunity to get to know me. We really haven't hit the streets as yet
Yeah.
in terms of grocery stores and malls and things of that sort as yet,
Yeah.
because we're still kind of early and people have a tendency to forget. So we want to get a little bit closer to.
It's probably
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
I mean, churches are definitely a way. You know, I know so many different. Almost every judge I know, you know, hits churches. That's one of the things you do.
You have to, because it's important. Because again, we can't make any promises to anybody for anything. We can't take any stances. So the only thing that you're really running on is whether or not someone likes you.
Yeah.
That's really the bottom line, and you have to make people feel comfortable about who you are, your past and experience and things of that sort, and feel like you're a viable candidate, someone that they would be willing to vote for as a judge.
It is important, and I will tell you, this is the first. You know, a lot of the judges that are here, it's the first time I meet them. I won't even let them tell me background until they're on the air. All I need to know is that somebody recommended them or thought highly of them that I know is fine, and she's definitely a very likable person, that I have to say.
Thank you, Avi. Thank you.
So my pleasure. Would you like to give people your website?
I would. You can go to www.rhondasalleeforjudge.com. Again, www.rhondasalleeforjudge.com. Stop by, take a look and see what's going on, what we have to offer, and I think everybody will be happy with what they will find.
Great. I want to thank you so much, Rhonda Salleé. I want to wish you good luck.
Thank you, Avi.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you, Sonny Hirsch. All the very best. Bye-bye.